tease each other. He was, you know, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, you know, if I lost you and I, you know, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. This is a horrible thing to say.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, you know, I got snot coming out of my nose.
By all accounts, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, you know, if I lost you and I, you know, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. This is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I mean, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh, really? Because I just have one on my list. I don't have anyone on my list.
And then it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a burn. He's like, wait, who? And I was like,
Tell me, he's guessing.
Think of someone.
Right.
I'll have Newhart. I don't know.
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also, you know, it's a film about a heavy topic. It's about domestic violence.
While some rumors swirl that Ryan's quiet.
Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni, Hollywood's golden trio, now caught in a web of scandal that feels ripped straight from a soap opera. What started as a promising collaboration on the upcoming movie It Ends With Us has exploded into allegations, leaked texts, and rumors that have set the internet ablaze. Is Blake Lively's marriage on the rocks? Did Justin Baldoni reject her alleged advances? And could Ryan Reynolds be pulling the strings to take down his wife's co-star? Let's dive into the messiest Hollywood drama of the year. Blake Lively, celebrated for her razor-sharp wit and enviable red carpet looks, has long been the queen of her castle alongside Ryan Reynolds,
I was immediately taken back to when
husband.
she flipped the narrative on me and acted as if I did all these offensive things, when I want to reiterate I didn't speak to this girl. I did not speak to her. So this girl has a pattern of flipping the narrative, playing the victim, and then leveraging her status to actually bully and mistreat other people. So I've never heard of Justin Baldoni. I'm someone who, again, worked with Hollywood directors, never heard of this guy. This might have been his big break. And what I saw is her harassing him. Because again, usually it's the director that's the bigger dog on set. So yeah, they can harass their talent if they're like the much bigger name. But when you're the bigger name, you can have them kicked off set.
All right.
But cracks in this picture-perfect image began to show when rumors swirled about Blake's behavior on the set of It Ends With Us. Reports suggest Blake might have developed feelings for her co-star Justin Baldoni, leading to improvised intimate scenes and a lawsuit claiming harassment. However, Justin's camp tells a very different story, one where Blake allegedly choreographed the steamy moments herself and became vengeful after he rejected her. Justin Baldoni, often portrayed as the good guy of Hollywood, is now fighting to clear his name. Known for his heartfelt performances and advocacy for meaningful storytelling, Justin had initially championed It Ends With Us as a project to raise awareness about domestic violence.
Frame up on Sebastian, on you.
Yep.
We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I think you should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Still rolling.
Don't give it to them. They want it. Don't give it to them.
Score.
Just
Right.
keep restraint.
Yeah.
Score.
Just do a little bit of restraint.
Ryan, come on back.
And my
Noses.
and my nose is so big.
Yes. I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
Yeah.
And then
Cut.
just kidding.
Met like a few times through Ryan on that film, and you know, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Some people, there's a couple people that have muted.
Good.
Yeah. I think I'm just brunette because the book's. Not
Everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway.
But as the cameras rolled, so did the drama. Justin's team claims they have damning evidence, texts, phone logs, and behind-the-scenes footage that not only counter Blake's accusations, but suggest she may have been the instigator. According to these claims, Blake bypassed intimacy, coordinators, and insisted on directing romantic scenes herself. If true, this paints a picture far from the harassment narrative she's presenting, and then there's Ryan Reynolds, the wild card in this Hollywood saga. Rumor has it that Ryan, alarmed by Blake's alleged closeness with Justin, took matters into his own hands.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. That's what I'm grateful for.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so.
Adding to the chaos is Colleen Hoover, the author of It Ends With Us. Once a vocal supporter of Justin's vision for the film, she suddenly pivoted to praising Blake when allegations surfaced. Fans noticed her suspiciously timed posts and, most dramatically, her disappearance from Instagram altogether after backlash grew. With over 2 million followers left in the dark, speculation about her true stance and whether she regrets endorsing Blake continues to swirl. Meanwhile, the public fallout has divided fans into factions. Team Blake insists that her claims of harassment are valid and that improvised closeness can still cross boundaries.
Those are my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some.
Wait, that's kind of amazing. So you have something of Gigi's in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which
except
one?
it's just,
Now I want to think of the scene.
Oh, I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
And tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing is Bodhi. It was meant for my husband, but I borrowed it.
His suit?
It was meant for him to wear, but it's so pretty. Look at it. You guys are not getting it in the shot.
The one case, we're going to put every single text message, every single document, everything on a website for everyone in the public to read, come to their own conclusions, and they can determine whether or not there was sexual harassment here, there was a smear campaign, or there was retaliation, because we have proof and receipts that absolutely and unequivocally show this is not true.
I'm getting weird on you today.
I'm probably getting great too.
It smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's the body makeup.